is going on, ZJ gang? If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back, and if you're a new subscriber, welcome to my channel. My name is Zinzi and hopefully you like my content. So in today's video, I am going to be answering questions that you guys asked me about how my experience in the US has been so far. If you don't already follow me on Instagram, by the way, follow me right here so that whenever I have videos where I require you to ask me questions, you can always be there to participate, you know, give me some question suggestions. Anyway, I wrote down some questions that you guys asked and I'm just going to be answering them right now. The first question is, do I ever get homesick? I always get homesick, guys. Like, I miss my parents. I just miss listening to Amapiano and hearing Amapiano everywhere, you know, like just going to and hear those are the vibes I miss. I know I used to complain about them when I was back home, but now I actually miss them. Like, I just miss hearing my neighbors blast Amapiano music. And it's only been how long? I've been here since July, so August, September, October, November, basically 5 months. But yes, guys, I get homesick. I miss having my guinya and what's that thing called, sorobe, that combo. I do get homesick. Is the US better than Botswana? I feel like there are different ways I could answer this. I do feel like the US is better in terms of the different opportunities you can get in the US are way much more better than Botswana. That's why now I'm really conflicted on whether I'd want to permanently stay in the US and move back to Botswana, because I am doing a double major in physical therapy and dentistry, and I know dentists back home, back in Botswana, probably in around what did I see? I think it was like 25,000 to 50,000, while he'd get paid much more a month, guys. Like up here you get paid twice a month, like you get paid after 2 weeks. Bots, I feel like bots would be better in terms of the food. Botswana's food, and I don't mean fast foods, I just mean like organic food. Botswana has nicer eggs, we have nicer meat. Like, I feel like our food would be buzzing, and we have better spices as well. The spices here, they don't be buzzing like bojikelele. That's why mom's is always saying that if there's anyone who's coming to the US, they should bring spices for her, because these ones do not be buzzing. Like, they do not be buzzing.
It's not buzzing.
Really easy to get money here. It's really easy to get money. I've recently started doing secret shopping. It's like where you basically answer surveys for companies and then they pay you for your opinion. Just simple stuff like that obviously make me view the US as better. And then Bot is obviously like still developing, so I mean, it's not bad, but the US is definitely better. Have I been asked crazy questions about Africa? Yes, I have. I have. Oh my god, I have. One thing about me is I want my cereal, guys, and I don't care if you're going to judge me in the comment section. In fact, if you're not judging me, just okay, I wouldn't say stop watching the video, because I actually need your views. Don't bully me, just leave me alone. I want my cereal. If anything, blame my mom, because she's the one who raised my sisters and I to be wanting a cereal. So people have asked me if that's something that all Africans do. So I'm sorry if I'm not presenting you guys well, but I've been asked if that's something that all Africans do, want my cereal. And I'm like, dog, surely there are people in the US, like surely there are Americans who want the cereal. What do you mean? I know someone once searched for like the Sana, you know, attire for wear when they're doing traditional dancing, like that kapar. I know someone once searched for it. They asked if that's something that all Botswana wear. Like, if you just step into Botswana, do you see everyone wearing the little cute leather bralette? I was like, dog, what? But I feel like if you want to move from Africa, then you have to get sort of used to the discrimination. I know I'm an American, but it doesn't even help. Like, dog, once you say hi to people and they hear that African accent, like they don't care whether they're American or not. So once you get here, you just have to develop a backbone, and that's something that I really had to learn. I know, like, whenever people would ask me dumb questions, I'd call my dad and my dad would be like, that is how we lived, so you have to get used to it. And I think I am getting used to it sometimes now, because now these days I'm just like, all right, sure, talk what you want to talk. Just say it. And I was asked how my mental health has been. So far my mental health has been okay, guys, and I feel like I'm really blessed. Like, and I hope that it stays this way. I haven't been in a phase where I've been feeling really bad and sad. It's only, I know I've only really had a mental breakdown once. I tried so hard not to cry because crying is embarrassing. Like I don't care what anyone says. I get embarrassed when I cry, even when I'm alone. I'll be like, dude, are you really crying? Are you crying? That's embarrassing.
This is really embarrassing.
It's some week where I was really overwhelmed because I didn't even come like home to my aunt's place, and I was just so tired of being at my school. And I knew that I needed to cry. Like I could feel it in my chest. You know when you have that little build up in your throat? I could feel it in my throat. Hey dog, you need to cry. But then I kept it in, and then when I was having dinner with my friends, I just started crying. And that was so embarrassing. But I'm glad that they didn't judge me or look at me with pity. So my mental health has been okay. I'm really blessed that I have relatives here. I don't know what I would do if I did not have any relatives here. I feel like coming home all the time is really good for my mental health, you know. It's really blessed. Shout out to anyone who doesn't have relatives in a foreign country. I'm sending you my love because that thing is hard. I don't care what anyone says. It's the most difficult thing ever. It's bad. How do I feel experiencing winter twice? Are you trying to trigger me? Is it hate? I don't like winter. I do not like winter with everything in my heart. I'd rather be suffering with you guys in the whole 40 degrees Celsius temperature. I guess there's no weather I hate like winter. One thing about me is I will get cold. I get cold. Even if the temperature is warm, you always see me wearing a hoodie. But I do like the fact that the way the houses in the US are, even if it's super cold outside, you won't feel it in the house. It could be so warm. You could just wear this, like just the one hoodie, just wear light clothing and you won't feel the cold from outside. That is one thing that I like. Botswana, like right now, our house in block 8, we had a castle, and you know what? The castle, like the sink, the cold comes in from those sinks, like you freeze properly. So I'm just really glad that at least the houses here aren't built that way. I was making friends hard. Guys, let me just be honest with you, okay? So I didn't really, I know this is being like I'm going to sound really, but let me just be real with y'all. So I started talking to 2 people who I knew would be going to school with me, being my roommate and Raina too. That's the girl who you saw in What You Know About Africa video. The school gave us ideas on how you can find a roommate. Kara sent me a text, and then we just started talking from there, and I was like, oh, I really like her, like she's nice. And then Rainatu did the same thing. So I always knew that at least if I wasn't able to make friends, then I'd always have them. And making friends wasn't really something that I really desired. Obviously I wanted people I could hang out with, but deep friendships and stuff, I was like, nah, that's not something that I really crave. I feel like the way my friendships are, even when I was back home in Botswana, I'd hardly ever see my friends. Would always text. Most of my closest friends are those who I hardly ever see. Mwansa is my best friend, and I think I only saw her twice this year. I don't feel like I need to see people constantly in order to maintain a strong friendship or strong bond with them. I don't even like going out, so it wasn't really hard making friends for me. I feel like being in the US has made me come out of my comfort zone. I was able to talk to people more when I'm in class, and then socialize with people, take their numbers on study day. That's how I built some of the friendships that I have now. So making friends for me was really not that difficult. I'm not gonna lie. What is one thing I wish I brought from Botswana? I wish I brought my family. See if my parents are here, guys. Like, I'm not gonna cry though. Like, I'm not gonna cry. Am I gonna cry? No, I'm not. Crying is embarrassing, but if my parents are here, I'd be okay. I'm just glad that my sister is probably going to be coming next year. At least I'll have her. But one thing I wish I brought from the kids, like, that's all I have to say. Like, my parents, that's it. You know, if I had any BW food cravings, I just miss having magwinya and sorobe and also tabana. Yo nkosam. And motoho, guys, motoho le madila. Oh my god. Which questions do I have? Do I get along well with people? For the most part, I think I do. For the people that understand my moods and just understand the type of person that I am, then I think I do. Because I'm one person who, my social battery like runs out so quickly. Like, I cannot be around people for a long time. I feel like introverts or ambiverts will get where I'm coming from. Like, I cannot be around people for a certain amount of time, so I feel like I do have people who understand my moods, but that does not mean that I don't like you. It's just how I'm built. Like sometimes I'm just like, okay, I'm done talking to people, let me just go into my little shell. I just need my space sometimes. I need my space sometimes, I really do. So far I really like it here. Those are the only questions that you guys had for me. Thank you to everyone who asking me questions. If I did not answer your question, it's because most of the questions were pretty similar. So you made it all the way through the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Try and get me to 8K subscribers. Ooh, let me breathe, child. I'll see you in the next video. Before I forget, thumbnail picture. That my bad, that my bad, that my cousin Ricky, that my dad. We be in the Uber with the strap. That my power level at the max. Me, that my bad.